us all together. Lord, we gather in your name as children of a sovereign God. Forever we proclaim, to God be all glory.
Well, good morning. How you doing? It is Wednesday, January the 8th, 2025. Welcome to episode 192 of The Thinking Theologian. So today we read Genesis 25 through 26. The title of today is Intentional Lies. The focal scriptures in Genesis 26:7, and this is what it says. When the men of the place asked about his wife, he said, "She is my sister," for he was afraid to say my wife, thinking, the men of the place will kill me on account of Rebekah, for she is a beautiful woman. And so what we're talking about today is understanding that being lied to is one of the worst things that can happen to you as a person, especially when it is premeditated and done with malice. It is one thing for someone to be mistaken and claim something is true. It is quite another for a person to think, plan, put into practice, and hide a statement from the truth. I know personally when someone lies to me, I lose all trust for them. I lose the ability to trust what they say in the future, and I also question their motives behind everything to do when I speak with them. So in our focal verse today, we see Isaac lie to Abimelech about his wife. What are the chances that both Isaac and his father both lie to the king of the Philistines? Both said that their wives were their sisters. They both made the excuse they did it because they were afraid of what would happen if they told the truth. They both tried to justify their lies of what was happening. So Abraham was found out because God delivered a dream to Abimelech. Isaac was exposed because he was caught caressing his wife as the king looked down from his window. Scholars are not clear if this was the same king, but no matter what, the reputation of these God worshippers was not good in this region. So I want you to imagine that, if it was the same king, it makes it even worse. And there's some people that say it is. There's other people that say it's not. But, we have this, we have this two men of God that are supposed to be God-fearers and God worshippers that lie about what comes out of their mouth. And if it was the same person, it gives a very bad precedent. If it wasn't the same person, you have two different men with the same title that had these men, father, son, that came from the same place that lied, the same lie. And that's a problem. So just like Abraham and Isaac, what we need to understand here is that, lying is an issue, and we don't need to be people who lie. And so, just like they were tempted to lie, we will also be tempted to lie. Our intentions may be good and genuine to not tell the truth. However, our reputation matters more than our intentions. And so if we have a pattern of lying, it will be revealed. It will also influence those around us. People will know what's going on and what's happening. It will influence those around us. We don't know for sure because the Bible doesn't tell us, but it's highly probable that Abraham's character of lying rubbed off on Isaac. And so Abraham lying about what was happening, I wonder if he lied in his home. I wonder if he lied in circumstances and lied about other things. And so Isaac thought it was okay to lie in certain situations. We don't know this for sure. And so it's speculation, but it's something to wonder that if Abraham's attitude and demeanor rubbed off on Isaac of what was going on. And so this is important to understand that how we as parents behave and act will rub off on our children at some point. So the challenge for us as believers is to be honest no matter what. Now, no matter the consequences. And so we need to understand that this is what we're called to do. We're called to be honest. Be honest in our speech and what we do, no matter the consequences that take place. So I'm not talking about being rude or being blunt to get a point across. That's not what I'm talking about. That's just quite frankly, being a jerk and not being nice. I'm talking about people being able to trust our conversations. When people ask us questions, they should know they're going to get the truth from us, even if it's uncomfortable and even if it's not something they want to hear. But we should still do it with love and with respect. That's one thing that God's had to work on me over. I used to be very blunt and thought blunt was okay. And sometimes blunt is okay. But how we approach those things and how we do that really makes a difference. Now, sometimes I don't handle it all the right way, and sometimes I'm more blunt and to the point than I should be. But I can't use the excuse that's just the way I am. I have to try to get better with it. That's something I struggle with. And so understanding that telling the truth also comes with not only what we say, but how we say it. It really does matter of what we do, but people should know they can trust what we say, especially as believers. And so this applies to many things. People should be able to trust for conversations, but this applies to answering questions truthfully, not being prone to exaggeration and stories, standing up and exposing others who are not being biblical. If we see something unbiblical going on, people should be able to trust that we're going to stand up for the truth and be there and not hide things because it may make other people look good or maybe make people look bad. We need to be honest with what's going on and what's happening, because it does matter. Because when people know what's happening and they see what's happening, but it's not being truthfully told, that sets a standard that is very dangerous in many settings. And not only does it ruin the reputation of the person, it can even ruin the reputation of the organization that may be doing it. So let us be known as people who speak truthfully and can be trusted. Let's not ruin our testimony just because things are difficult around us for a season. Let us be known of men and women of the truth. And so that is the challenge I have for you, and I have the challenge I have for me. This is something difficult. We're all tempted to do this, but we need to try. We need to do better, because we're called to do better, because Jesus transforms lives. And so it's very important that we follow this and go down this path. So thank you for being with us this morning. Tomorrow we're going to be in Genesis 27 through 29. You have a good day, and I will see you then.